going to start with my rock fist. Okay, put my hands together. Weathering is breaking down. Erosion is moving away. Do it with me. Make your rock fist. Okay. Weathering is breaking down. Erosion is moving away. Welcome to the lesson on erosion. I'm going to put the date on my paper, and for erosion is moving away. Erosion is moving away. And so I'm going to make a note, WIG, right? Wind, weather, ice, and gravity. WIG. Now I'm ready to read. Erosion. Particles of weathered rock can be removed from the land by gravity, wind, water, and ice. Erosion is the process in which these weathered particles are removed from land. Rivers, streams, and water from rain and snow pick up broken particles and rock bits. Constant waves against the land can erode cliffs and shorelines. Erosion can cause slow changes over time. Ice can also remove particles. Most often, the ice that erodes land is in the form of glaciers. Gravity pulls those glaciers downward, causing particles to be picked up in the process. Strong winds can remove rock and soil that have been loosened by physical and chemical weathering. Wind erosion can destroy landforms or make new ones. Now I'm ready to go back and do my annotations. So erosion is moving away. And so when I read this, I'm going to make sure I'm not calling words off the page, but am indeed reading. So particles, the word particles has a little word inside of it. And that little word inside of it is part. I'm going to circle P-A-R-T. Particle means small parts. So I've underlined the word particles, circled part inside of the word particles, and wrote what it means. Particles of weathered rock can be removed from the land by gravity, wind, water, and ice. That's the WIG. They just put it in a different order. Weathered means broken down. So I'm going to write that in. Weathered means broken down. So that first sentence tells me that small parts of broken down rock can be removed from the land by, and I'm going to change the order here, wind, water, ice, and gravity, WIG. I'm going to underline these 4 things. And I'm going to write my mnemonic, WIG, wind, water, ice, gravity. Okay, it's important to understand what you are reading. Now I'm going to highlight because they give me a definition. Erosion is the process in which these weathered particles are removed from land. So erosion is a process, just like weathering is a process. Erosion is the process in which weathered particles are removed from land. This is just an example or explanation. Rivers, streams, and water from rain and snow pick up broken particles, broken little parts, and rock bits. Constant waves against the land can erode cliffs and shoreline. Erode means to move away. So constant waves against the land can move cliffs and shorelines. It can cause them to move away. Erosion can cause slow changes over time. I'm going to highlight that sentence. Erosion does not happen quickly. It doesn't usually happen quickly. Ice can also remove particles. Ice can also remove small parts of rock. Most often the ice that erodes, the ice that moves away land, is in the form of glaciers. Gravity pulls those glaciers downward, causing small parts, to be picked up in the process. Strong winds can remove rock and soil that have been loosened by physical and chemical weathering. So, weathering is breaking down. So when a rock has been broken down, either chemically or physically, it can erode, it can be moved away. Okay. Wind erosion can destroy landforms or make new ones. So that is an interesting detail and an important fact that I need to keep track of. Wind erosion can destroy or make landforms. Okay? Wind erosion can destroy landforms or make new landforms. Now I'm going to put a note here in my margin about weathering and erosion. And here's my note. Weathering leads to erosion. Weathering is breaking down into small parts, little tiny particles. So a rock breaking down into little tiny pieces of a rock breaking off, that's weathering. And then erosion is when those little pieces of rock are moved away. So weathering leads to erosion. And that's it. Next time, just in case you want to check your annotations. You should pause the video if you want to check any of your annotations. And then we're going to put them together. It says, how are the processes of weathering and erosion related?